Coming up on this week's edition of Bulldog Broadcast.
Tim looks at the bright collection of movies coming out in the near future.
Then,
Carly introduces us to the new dogs.
later, sports updates us on the final standing of Bulldog Athletics. Good afternoon, Bulldogs, and welcome to this week's Vivid edition of Bulldog Broadcast. I'm Maggie Taylor. And I'm Kendall Anderson. This week's theme is bright. We're filming at noon, the peak of the day when the sun is at its brightest. We've got a show ablaze with segments this week, so let's get started.
You walked into the room, your eyes like two full moons. You smiled discreetly, stole me completely.
62% of people believe that most students cannot afford a public university tuition. The average grad student is $35,200 in debt by the end of graduation, which raises the question, is the promise of a bright future worth the debt? Kyla Navarro enriches our community on college tuition and gains their perspective.
They say you have to spend money to make money. But is it true? Between the price of books, living expenses, and the tuition itself, controversy has risen on whether or not the cost of the college experience is worth it. Statistics don't seem to offer clear answers. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Americans have racked up $1.2 trillion in unpaid student debt. 70% of American college graduates owe up to an average of $30,000. And NMSU has the highest reported student loan default in the nation, with a shocking 1 in 5 students defaulting on their loans. Although a college degree is proven to increase your chances of getting a job, is the possibility of a better career worth the price you pay?
I think depending on what you want to do, it is worth the price. Like if you're going to go to medical school, you'd easily make up the money that you need to repay it.
As a NMSU resident, you get a lot of advantages. You get a much bigger discount on tuition. So yeah, for sure, as long as you keep your grades up,
But why is college education expensive? In the 1990s, many states realized they lacked the money to fund public services. When funding to education decreased, universities compensated by increasing tuition, resulting in tuition rates higher than the cost of living. Although price is a big issue, college professor Ms. Brown believes that gaining a college education is still worth it.
The kinds of things that you experience in college you can't get other places, because it's all about sort of delving into different topics that you might not have even thought about before, and meeting people that are from totally different backgrounds.
At the end of the day, the benefits of a college degree depends on where you attend and what you plan to major in. For help with these college decisions, see your guidance counselor. This has been Kyla Navarro reporting for Bulldog Broadcast.
There's so many new movies coming out right now. Fast and the Furious 6, the new Hunger Games, The Purge, The Hobbit. It's a never-ending list. I know, it's so hard to keep up with all of them. Good thing Tim's coming to us this week with BBC Talks About Stuff to get everyone on track.
Let's talk about movies. Hello everyone and welcome to BBC Talks About Stuff, the show where each week one of our staff members tackles any subject they want. I'm Tim Wood, and this week I've decided to fill you all in on the 2014-15 upcoming movie list. So far this year we've had some great movies. To name a few, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man 2, and the Lego Movie. Tim, why didn't you mention The Fault in Our Stars? I haven't seen it. Okay? Okay. Looking into the list of upcoming movies, oh my gosh, I am so excited! Kicking off the list, we have, of course, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 to be released November 21st. In this movie, we'll find Katniss Everdeen in District 13 after she literally shatters the entire games forever. Katniss spreads her wings as she fights to save Peeta and a nation moved by her courage. For all you DreamWorks fans, The Penguins of Madagascar comes out at the end of the month, so yeah. Thanks for the throwback, DreamWorks. In December, we have a couple movies I'm excited for, being The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies, and Night at the Museum 3. Thank you, Ben Stiller. Some other films you can look forward to before the year ends are Dying of the Light, where Nicolas Cage plays a veteran CIA agent ordered to retire. Into the Woods is a modern twist on the ever so popular Brothers Grimm's fairy tales. And The Most Violent Years will be released on Christmas Day. 2015 is going to be even more epic, so let me make this quick. We have the Avengers Age of Ultron, where Tony Stark tries to jumpstart a dormant peacekeeping program. Long story short, Iron Man? Can you not? Jurassic World, Furious 7, Fantastic Four, Pan, Minions, Ted 2, and Star Wars Episode 7 are also aimed to be launched in 2015. Well, that's all I have for you on some of the movies you should look out for the rest of the year going into next. If you'd like a complete list of the upcoming 2014-15 movies, go to this link right here.
What's your favorite movie, Kendall? Well, I'm not really that much into movies. I like to play video games. Did you know that there's actually a video game club at school? Really?
The goal of the Gamers Club is to create a social environment in which members can be exposed to and learn about a multitude of game genres.
Club member Brandon Bicknell encourages people to join.
It's fun. It's nice to meet a bunch of people who's interested in the same things you are. And it's just a good social experience as well as some fun.
Meetings are every Friday from 3:30 to 4:30 in room H105. Entry is $5 for new games and equipment.
Okay, dogs, we're going to break, but don't go anywhere. We have a lot of sunny segments coming up. Welcome back, dogs. Speaking of dogs, you may have noticed some new friendly faces around LCHS. They're learning how to brighten the future of the visually impaired.
Carly Henry enlightens us on the development of these future guide dogs.
Our school recently received some interesting new students. Meet Yoshi, Yahtzee, and Fleet. These Labradors are guide dogs in training, and for the next several months they'll be living with members of the newly founded Mesilla Valley Paw Patrol. The club is a chapter of Guide Dogs for the Blind, a national organization who train dogs to serve the visually impaired. Former LCHS student and training Olympian, Leticia Martinez, has never let her blindness keep her from achieving great things. But her guide dog Jilly has further improved her sense of independence.
I got Jilly, I didn't get off nearly as much. And I was able to walk a lot faster, and she can do cool things like she finds me chairs to sit on, or like she'll let me know if there's stairs, so I don't fall down flights of stairs anymore. If I tell her to cross the street, like to go forward, if there's like a car right in front of me, or like a car gonna turn, she won't go.
These dogs have a long way to go before they will be assigned to their permanent handlers, but Association Representative Deanna Allen believes they have a lasting impact on more than just their final owners.
It just touches so many different lives in different ways that you wouldn't expect, and it's not just giving dogs to people to help them with orientations, it's so many other things as well.
The puppies are learning to navigate different environments, be calm in a variety of settings, and remain at their handlers' sides. But they're also teaching their raisers a lesson too.
So it's a lot like having a kid, so we've had to definitely be on top of our time management and a lot more responsible. And it's definitely just given us a huge change on how we see a lot of things.
Despite having a different purpose with every human they interact with, the eclectic owners of these four-legged friends have one thing to agree on.
We have really fantastic dogs that we work with.
Well, it's just amazing to have the dog, and he's a really awesome companion.
She's a lot of fun. She's like my best friend.
For Bulldog Broadcast, I'm Carly Henry.
Las Cruces High School has many free opportunities to brighten your health.
The Student-Based Health Center offers free physicals, medical consultations, and counseling to aid students and brighten their future. Located across from the nurse's office, the Student-Based Health Center is open Monday through Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Stop by and make an appointment today. Playing a sport can open a lot of doors for an athlete. It can even illuminate a path to a successful career.
But it does take a lot of hard work. Good thing no one works harder than our dogs.
What's up, Bulldogs? I'm Brianne Woods, and you're watching Bulldog Sports. Boys soccer ended their season last Thursday on November 6th, where they headed up to Albuquerque to take on Albuquerque High, unfortunately resulting in a loss. Girls basketball kicked off their season on Tuesday, November 11th, where they took on Americas, coming out on top with a win. The Dogs will be looking for another win as they take on Franklin High School on November 21st, here at the Doghouse. Good luck, ladies! Lady Dog Soccer went into their second round of state, where they took on Rio Rancho, but sadly wrapped up their season with a loss. Boys basketball season will take off on Tuesday, November 18th against Cathedral High School here at the Doghouse. Come out and support our boys. Football took on the Mayfield Trojans on November 7th, but they fell short with a score of 27-28. The Dogs will enter their first round of state as they head up to Albuquerque on November 14th to take on Artisco Academy. Good luck, Dogs! On Wednesday, the LCPS School Board announced that 9 players, 5 from Cruces and 4 from Mayfield, are now ineligible due to their actions after Friday night's games. Because of this decision, these selected football players will be banned from traveling, standing on the sidelines, or affiliating themselves within the team. Well, that's all we got for you this week, Dogs. I'm Brianne Woods, and this has been Bulldog Sports.
That's all we have for this week's show. Once again, I'm Maggie Taylor.
And I'm Kendall Anderson. See you next week.